there's a map that shouldn't exist. It's 500 years old and it shows Antarctica before it was discovered. This is a genuine historical artifact. It predates the discovery of Antarctica by over 100 years. So how is it possible? How could someone have made this map 500 years ago when Antarctica wasn't even known to exist? And what does the map actually show us about Antarctica and the people who lived here 500 years ago? Let's take a closer look at this incredible map. This is a world map that was published in 1513. It was drawn by the Portuguese cartographer and explorer, Piri Reis. He was a member of an expedition sent out by the Ottoman Sultan to explore the North African and Mediterranean coasts. But he was also part of a much older tradition of cartographers, who would draw maps based on all of the information that they had available to them. In the case of Piri Reis, this would include information from sailors, merchants, and explorers from all around the world, but it would also include information from ancient Greek and Roman texts. What makes this map so special is that it shows Antarctica. Not only does it show the continent, but it also shows the correct shape of the continent. In fact, the only difference between this map and modern maps of Antarctica is that this one is missing the Antarctic Peninsula. Other than that, it's pretty much spot on. So how did Piri Reis know about the existence of a continent that had never been discovered? Well, there are a few theories. The first theory is that the information for this map came from ancient Greek or Roman sources. We know that the Greeks in particular were fascinated by cartography. They were the first people to create true world maps, and they were also the first people to map Antarctica. There are several ancient Greek maps that show Antarctica, including one by Ptolemy in the 2nd century AD. However, we don't think that Piri Reis used Ptolemy's map, because there are several other maps that were published between Ptolemy and Piri Reis that do and show Antarctica. This suggests that the information for Piri Reis's map came from another source. Another theory is that the information came from Arab sources. We know that the Arabs were also fascinated by cartography, and they had their own tradition of mapping Antarctica. However, there is no evidence that the Arabs ever mapped the entire continent, so this theory is also unlikely. The third theory is that Piri Reis discovered Antarctica himself. This is the most exciting theory, but it's also the least likely. The only evidence we have for this is a note in Piri Reis's own journal, where he says that he saw land to the south of the known world. However, this could just be referring to South America, which was discovered by the Portuguese in 1492. So if the map is unbased on ancient sources and it is not based on a discovery by Piri Reis himself, then where did the information come from? Well, we may never know. But it's interesting to speculate. Perhaps the information was brought back by sailors on the voyages of Vasco da Gama and Christopher Columbus. Both of these men traveled to the southern tip of Africa, and it's possible that they could have seen Antarctica if they had sailed a little further south. Or perhaps the information was brought back by Arab sailors who had traveled to East Africa and Australia. It is also possible that the information was simply part of a larger body of knowledge that was known by sailors and merchants, but that was never written down. Whatever the case may be, the fact that this map exists is a remarkable testament to the curiosity and exploration of the people who lived 500 years ago. It is also a reminder that there is still so much that we do not know about our world. Who knows what other secrets Antarctica is hiding? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and join the community. There are more amazing discoveries and explorations waiting to be shared. Until next time, happy exploring.